Good morning. How's everybody doing? All right, I'm gonna talk a little bit about black on black crime because it's bad. When people say that black people commit majority of the crimes, I'm not gonna say no to it because if you look in black neighborhoods, okay, you have nothing but gangs in like the major cities all across the United States. And what are we doing? What are they doing? Killing each other, robbery, selling drugs, um, some of them raping. And then they say, well, we don't bring the drugs in, we get the drug from somewhere else. But the point is, you're getting the drugs and you're selling the drugs. You still robbing, you still committing murders, and you still committing rapes. So when you get pulled over by a cop, okay, now you want to act a fool. You want to scream and holler and saying, I'm a sue, I'm a sue. Um, and lawyers often give you advice saying, don't say anything, keep your mouth shut, but you still don't do it. Okay, if a cop smell smoke in your car, let's say if he smell um, weed in your car, at that point in time, you might not have smoked in the car, but you did smoke, and the scent's gonna be on you. Now you driving around high, and then you say, "Well, I know my rights, and you can't search my car." No, he can search your car because he did smell smoke in your car. A lot of you have an open container in your car. Some of you been driving, and these are young adults that are 18, 19, 20, in their early 20s. And sometimes you have kids that are 16 and 17, part of a gang, doing drugs. A lot of them come up in a single household, no father, um, just a mother. And then you hear the mother come out screaming and cursing about her baby. But the thing is, you're not raising your child. Your child is out in the street doing wrong. I see this stuff all the time. And you can't get mad at the officer for doing his job. Okay? You know, you have bad people in every profession. But then you have good people in every profession too. So you can't judge all by the few. And if you're told to show your ID, your insurance, do it. If you don't have a record, if you don't have any warrants on you, what do you have to worry about? If you don't have any drugs in your car, what do you have to worry about? You know, I've been pulled over. Cop been come up to me and pull a gun on me. Came up to me and I got you clocked at doing um 75 and a 70 or 65 and a 60. Okay. At that time, even if you know you wasn't speeding, that's not the time to argue about speeding. He or she is going to write you a ticket, take the ticket, sign for the ticket, and go home and deal with it in court. That's all you have to do. For some of you, if you don't have a a history of speeding, you can take defensive driving to get it off your record. But a lot of us want to go ahead and argue about it. So, I mean, it's never good to argue about it because you get in more trouble. Then you get hit with resisting arrest. Okay, disorderly conduct. You know, if you're a passenger, if you're not told to step out, if the driver has to step out, even if the driver's placed in handcuffs and you're not told to step out, you stay in the car. You have no reason to get out until you're told to get out. Just do what you're told. It's as simple as that. Okay, it makes everything run smoothly. It makes the officer feel safe. He's not threatened in any type of way. He doesn't feel threatened. Okay, that's all you have to do. When he tells you to get out, then you get out. Give him the information. And I'm gonna say what a lot of times, and I'm speaking on my people. 60 to 70% of us have a record, or we have something in a car that's not supposed to be in a car, whether it's drugs or alcohol. You know, a lot of times that's the case. So there's no point in arguing about it. If you're in the wrong, go to jail. They'll decide how much you have to pay for bail, then pay it, and you're out. But a lot of us will go back and do the exact same thing again and again. And that's what gets you confined. That's what gets you prison time. You know, so do blacks commit majority of the crime in their own neighborhood? I'm gonna say yes, because you have gangs. And these gangs gonna commit all the crimes, period. They're gonna they're gonna shoot each other, they're gonna kill each other. And these are all black neighborhoods that we have. You know, it's just that you got black gangs, you have Hispanic gangs. Your crime, that's where your crime is gonna come from. It's gangs. When when you got young kids sitting 4 deep in a car or 5 deep in a car, okay, of course they're gonna get pulled over. They're either doing something wrong or they have done something. You know. So pulling the race card doesn't always work. Saying you only pulling us over because we're black, that doesn't work. I mean, people gonna use the race card all the time. My thing is, you can't use the race card all the time, and that's what people do. A lot of times, do you get harassed because of your race? Yes, you do. Do you get shot because of your race? Yes. Have there been people shot because of their race? Yes, they have. Okay. Discrimination is here. It's been here since the what 1500s, 1700s, 1800s. I mean, it's been here. And it's going to continue to be here until there's a change that comes about. When that change is going to come, I don't know. But for you not to get mixed up in it, don't do anything. Don't commit any crimes. Just work. Take care of your business the right way. And you're not gonna be on the radar. A lot of these brothers out here are working, going home. They're not even thought about because they're not on the radar. I had state troopers pull behind me, run my license plate. I wasn't worried about that because I have no warrants. Don't have a criminal record. So it doesn't bother me when they do that. They stay behind me for 5 minutes or longer, running my plate. And then they go pass by me and keep going. My thing is, we don't have a whole lot of male role models for the kids out here. Kids listen to rap. You know, what did rap talk about mainly? Robbing, killing. These are millionaires making their music. You're not a millionaire. They get paid for what they sell. You stream their music all the time. These millionaires get richer and richer. You're just in the same position. You're not getting rich, but you still want to be a so-called thug. And in the end, it works out bad for you because you're going to end up dead or in prison. And all that's bad, period. So my whole thing is stay out of the streets. Don't push these kids in the streets. Mothers, when you're crying about your baby, my baby this or my baby that, what happened to raising your baby? So your baby isn't out in the streets doing what they're not supposed to be doing so they don't get arrested. You know, all these big commotions, fights that break out in the neighborhood. You may have 20 kids fighting in the neighborhood. Okay, cops come out, try to get everything sorted out. And then you have kids that are 15, 16, cursing at cops. Okay, when they're that age and they're 15, 16, or even 14 or 13 cursing, what are they doing at home? You can't say they're not doing the same thing at home because they are. They're doing it, or you doing it around them. Or you bring these bums around them, don't work. A lot of them are selling drugs around your kids, drinking around your kids. Bad influence. You do have good men out here that can be a positive role model. You do have good brothers out here. But you pass them up to get you a so-called thug. And then when you get tired of that thug, now you want to say, I want a good man. Too little, too late. Because they're not going to want to deal with a kid that's already 14, 15. Okay, he's up in age. So he already had, his ways are already set. We need to be better parents. Males need to be better role models for these kids. So I'm just touching a little bit about it, a little bit up on it. Um, if you got a comment, drop it. If you like it, hit that like. If you don't have a comment, that's fine too. But the truth is the truth. I'm not hearing lying about you, lying about it. Just telling it like it is. So tell me what you think. Until then, have a good rest of the day. Much love.